What is up, folks? PCP here, you already know. So guys, in today's video I wanted to talk to you about Intel. You know where to get it. You can get it from the Nick Fury quests and also the calendar, the daily calendar. And if you collect all of it every single day from the calendar and do every single of the quests, you can earn 5,740 Intel, right? And there's a whole bunch of things you can buy with that, as you can see, a whole bunch of things. But in this video, I'm gonna try and give you my advice on what I think is the best usage for the Intel. So if you can finish the Nick Fury quests, all of them, they have a boss in there that's an Ultron. At least the first week was an Ultron. He was 40,000 PI, pretty beefy and stuff like that. So I assume if you can finish that, you have a pretty decent understanding of the game, a pretty decent roster, and you've been playing for a while. You're not a complete beginner, right? Not that that's a bad thing, but yeah, you get the point. So honestly, this first row of items, no, just no, don't do it. There's just no need for it. Like I said, if you're at a point where you can finish that quest fairly cheap, like without using basically almost any items, I would say, you know, if you have to spend like 1,000 units just to finish the Nick Fury quest, you might have to think about some stuff, you know. You might not be ready for it yet. So then maybe a 4-star crystal would be helpful to you, or the 4-star awakening gem. But in general, like I said, I'm gonna assume you're at a fairly decent point in the game. So next row, the 4-star signature stone crystals, no, but then we go from a 0 to 100, and it's the 5-star awakening gem crystal. I think this is gonna be the main prize for most people. I'm pretty sure, myself included. I haven't made my mind up 100% just yet, but I'm pretty sure that is what I'm gonna go for, because those are still really rare. Okay. So as you can see, 5,000 Intel. So if you collect all of it, like I said, you would have 740 left that you can spend on anything. So keep that in mind for later. If you already know you definitely want to buy this, just pay attention to the video and maybe you can like add up a few things. But 740 is not that much, you know. You could buy like this once and then some smaller stuff like a T1 Alpha or 2, you know. But yeah, so if you want to go for this big one, which I do suggest, to be perfectly honest, because yeah, other than that, the most rare thing in here would be 6-star shards and also T5 basic down here in the corner. But as you can see, the T5 basic, there will be a total of 4.5k, which is good, and it would cost you like 3,960, right? Yeah, of the Intel. So you would have a good amount of left. You would have almost 2k left to spend on other things. So that would be a bonus, you know. That would be like, okay, I'll get 4.5k T5 basic, get this for 200, which is a 7,200 alpha, a T2 alpha, maybe get a few more of these, and you know, stuff like that. I would say, other than the 5-star awakening gem crystal, you should definitely go either for the T5 basic or the 6-star shards, because those are the rarest. Those are the absolute rarest. I would argue that 6-star shards are even more rare than T5 basic these days. You know, if you're in a fairly high alliance, I would say, like, let's just say platinum 3 at the minimum. Maybe even some gold, you know, they also get some T5 basic, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of a minuscule amount. But once you get to platinum 3, 2, 1 and all those, the T5 basic gain increases by a lot, okay, by a lot. So unless you not unless, but if you're in such an alliance that also does some map 7, map 6 stuff like that, you get T5 from those. You get T5 from the monthly event quest. You get T5 every now and then from some special quests, stuff like that. But 6-star shards, man, other than the occasional special event like we just had with Captain Marvel, for example, not much, man, unless you want to spend real money, you know. They do have a fair amount of those 6-star shard deals, but it's like 2,000 6-star shards for like $100, which is crazy to me. It's crazy. So I would argue if you like I said, don't want to go for this big 5k awakening gem crystal, definitely go for the 6-star shards and the T5 basic, right? And then you can see, maybe you just want to get this twice, and then you get the, like I said, the T2 alpha. You can like mix and match, you know. From that point on, my advice doesn't really count too much, because then it's really up to you, your roster, your goals, what you want to achieve, who you want to rank up, and stuff like that. And I cannot give you advice on that because I do not know, you know. I don't know who's watching this video right now. Whole bunch of people, hopefully. But yeah, if you want to expand your 5-star roster, your best bet would be to go for 5-star shards, I would say. Like if in your mind you're like, I don't even have many 5-star champions or many good 5-star champions. I don't even care about the T5 basic at the moment because I don't want to rank any of my 5-stars. Then maybe if you want some quote-unquote instant gratification, you should go for those 5-star shards maybe, you know. T1 alpha I wouldn't suggest, because T1 alpha is fairly easy to come by these days. We got the arena for it, which also the other day reduced the cost, or like not even reduced, removed the cost of the 10k entry cost of the battle chips. So yeah, you can get it from there, you can get it from the glory store and from the event quest and stuff like that. So I wouldn't really do it, even though it looks kind of cheap at 80 intel. I don't think I would do it. So besides 5-star shards, obviously T2 alpha is always good, but T2 alpha, for me at least, I'm in the platinum, I would say like in the platinum 1, platinum 2 alliance at the moment. We do map 7 a little bit, we do map 6 a little bit, stuff like that. Sometimes we do map 5 still, you know. So we still come by T2 alpha a lot. I just ranked for another champion yesterday. You haven't seen it yet, but I'm probably going to show you in some gameplay. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, I really like the champion. And I still got T2 alpha in my overflow, you know. So for me personally, T2 alpha is not the hardest to come by these days, but maybe for you it is. So T2 alpha is definitely not the worst idea. T2 alpha is always good. You want to rank for those champions at least. And so yeah, so you can have a good defense or maybe a better offensive character and stuff like that. Other than that, man, don't even pay attention to these tier 1 class catalyst crystals, T2. I know the quest sucks. I know you have to like run it multiple times to get some of these sometimes, but you know, I wouldn't really waste the intel unless, like I said, you already bought everything you needed and wanted and you got some leftover. You got like, I don't know, 120 left over. Just go ahead and buy this 4 times, maybe. I don't know. That's up to you. That's up to you. But all in all, I would say stuff like this is absolutely not worth it, okay? T4 basic and also T4C, I should say, a resource that is like T4 basic. Everybody needs T4 basic always, even high-end players. Like, doesn't even matter. T4 basic, you always need it. But for example, T4C, for me personally, I have almost no use for it. I have 80 plus fully formed of these crystals just sitting there, and the stash is just growing because I barely use those, you know. I get T4 from map crystals, from this and that. So for me personally, no bueno. But if you're really struggling to get some T4C, maybe that's for you. But I would still suggest try and play the long game. Try and play the long game. You might want to rank up this Medusa or this Blade or whatever, and you're only missing 1 catalyst, but you're gonna get it, trust me. I would still say, instead of buying this twice, go ahead and buy this once, you know. Play the long game. You will need the T5 basic eventually. So yeah, if you're like up in debates, should I buy T4C and stuff or this, definitely go for the T5 basic, the T2 alpha and stuff like that. Again, personal preference, personal need and everything, but yeah, this is just my perspective. I would consider myself a high-end player, high-end or like end game player or whatever. Fairly deep roster, stuff like that, a whole bunch of upgrade materials here and there, stuff, you know. I can just tell you from my experience basically. And yeah, that pretty much covers it, guys. Like again, quick recap. All in all, I would say definitely you have to make the decision. I can give you advice, yes, but you have to make the decision. You have to really evaluate what you want to do with this game and what you want to do with your account, your roster, and then go from there and make the purchase decisions. But in my opinion, the best thing you could buy from this right now would be this, because these 5-star awakening gems are really rare, and if you get the color that you need or want, or maybe just have one sitting there for the future, you know. For example, I don't have a tech, I don't have a mutant, never had those colors, and I did have a tech, sorry, but I never had a mutant, for example. So if I get a mutant, I might not use it right away, because right now I'm not too fussed on my mutant selection, you know. I don't have a Domino, no Omega, etc. But a 5-star awakening gem is something really cool to just sit on, you know. It's gonna come in handy, I promise you, it's gonna come in handy eventually. And that's coming from a guy that has 3 Mystic Awakening Gems just sitting there for, like, I don't know, a little hypocritical, but yeah, you get the point. So this would be my personal #1 pick. After that, 6-star shards, T5 basic for sure, and then it's really up to you. 5-star shards, why not? You know, get an extra 5-star champion. You might pull a Domino, you might pull whoever, man, and that might change your account. Like, seriously, you know, depends. It's a big gamble, but still. T2 alpha, always good, always good. And yeah, maybe some basic, but I wouldn't recommend it basic and stuff. You know, it's fairly easy to come by. So guys, that wraps it up. I would say, yeah, I'm 99% sure I'm gonna go for this, unless I somehow have a change of heart and do want to go for these 6-star shards, because if I buy this 4 times, that's 1k 6-star shards. It doesn't sound like too much, but it kind of is, because like I said, 6-star shards is probably the rarest resource in the game right now, the rarest. So 1000 6-star shards, man, it's not bad, but yeah, still. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go for this. So I'm gonna keep collecting this intel, guys. I'm gonna do all the quests, collect all the calendar days, and then we're probably gonna see each other again on the video where I open this 5-star awakening gem crystal, most likely. So yeah, guys, I hope you found this informative. I hope I helped you out in any ways. You still got time, by the way. That's one thing I wanted to mention that I forgot. Sorry. You got time, as you can see, 27 days, so don't make any hasty decisions right now. Just stack up the intel, save it, don't use it just yet. I know you want to buy this stack of 1000 5-star shots so you can open the crystal now. I know you want to do it, but don't, trust me, don't do it. Wait and see. You got 27 days, or like 26 days, depending on when this video goes live. And then just make a decision like 1 day before, like 2 days before, just to make sure that the servers don't crash on you last minute, you know. So yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to get off my chest. You got time, take your time and make your right decision, make the right decision. So guys, okay, that's it for real. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I could help you out, give you some insight on what I think about these items. I like the intel store, definitely. There's cool stuff in there, so kudos to Kabam. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, if it helps you out, please leave a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more in the future, and yeah, comment, share, all that good stuff. Let me know in the comment what you are planning to buy, what items are you planning to buy and stuff like that. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching once again, and it's your boy. Peace be out. Peace.